It's time for another free to play. Hello everybody, I'm Roadblock and this is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Yes, it's that time again. We're gonna make another free to play account, and I know what some of you might be thinking. Roadblock, don't do this. You've always get burnt out on these free to play accounts. This is a bad idea. We don't want to see you stressed out or get ruined. And I understand that, but I want to explain why I'm doing this, okay? So I've been doing a lot of thinking about videos, things I want to make, things I want to do in the game, and it's difficult to make free-to-play content when I don't have the limitations of free-to-play. And what do I mean by that, right? I have a free-to-play account. I have a clearly free-to-play account that I've done very great things on, but that doesn't always reflect what everyone can do in a free-to-play account. And also, that's a 1.5 year old account, and I have people all the time who are coming into the comments section in the Discord and saying, hey, I'm a new player. What do I do? How do I get to where you're at a 1.5 years later? And it's like, oh, okay, well, you know, where's your gem mine? How's your gem mine doing? Oh, I never unlocked that. It seemed like a waste, or, you know, it's like, no, you gotta unlock that like day one. Oh no, what are we doing? You know, like I say day one, I'm exaggerating. But so it's like there are new player things that I want to address and make videos about that are very difficult to do when I'm talking on two accounts that have already done those, right? It's hard to explain the process of unlocking the gem mine, right? It's hard to explain missions for Arbiter, the challenges and the quests associated with those challenges, right? It's difficult to explain, hey, your account is 1 month old. How do you get a really high clan v clan score, right? I want to make an account to do that. Real quick, if you're looking to be part of my account takeover series, join the Discord below. But a little heads up, I'll be prioritizing accounts that were started with my exclusive promo link. This will also guarantee you a free legendary Elenaril and 3 amazing free epics as you level up. Here's what you need to do. Log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Go to your inbox and claim your first champ. You'll get Elenaril for free along with Uugo, Tagoar, Rector Drath, and a better chance at a takeover, so click my link right now. Also, you guys can really help me out a bunch here. I'm inviting you guys to join with me if you want to. This is not a mandate. You guys, I'm not telling you guys to do this. You don't have to do this. I'm asking though, if you wanted to participate with me. The more people that use the link that I'm going to use to create this account, it does help me out a little bit. I'm not going to get into the weeds about that, but it is something that benefits me, which is why you see those ads in the middle of all my videos. And so this is an idea for me to better relate to the free-to-play community, better relate to new players, and maybe potentially advertise the link and show you guys that it actually is one of the best ways to start Raid Shadow Legends right now. So that's kind of the idea that I have, and I decided that we'll pull the trigger on it. Let's get into all the disclaimers and the caveats very quickly. Number 1, this will be in my clan. I am going to put the new account in my clan, which is a huge advantage. And I'm not going to lie to you guys about that, right? Like that, it is a huge advantage, but there's a couple reasons to do it beyond just helping my account be stronger. I'm also doing it because I need to. One of the problems that I had in the free-to-play challenge is that when I had an account outside of the clan that I was logged into more often, I was disconnected from the goings-on of the clan. I don't want that to be the case. I need to be in the clan. I'm the clan leader. I need to be in there communicating while I'm playing so I can be there discussing what's going on and all that stuff. Another disclaimer, this is not a challenge. I'm not doing a free-to-play challenge. I'm doing a free-to-play account. What is the difference? I am going to play this account the same way I would any other free-to-play that is not a challenge. The challenge account is all about getting an advantage, all about getting things done faster so that you can place higher on the leaderboards. I feel confident if I didn't quit the free-to-play challenge that I would have gone on to probably rank in the top 10. However, I did have to stop. a lot of the reasons I had to stop is because I had to play that game every minute, every day in order to keep up with everyone else. I couldn't be the last guy to get Arbiter. I couldn't be the last guy to, I had to get in there and get the highest damage on Ultra Nightmare and get the highest damage in Hydra and push dungeons that I don't really care to push to the highest levels simply to say that I could do them, right? It takes a lot of the fun of the game away. This won't be a challenge. I will be going at this at my own pace. That pace may be faster than some others. It may be slower than some others, but I'm going to go at this at a reasonable pace. And I also reserve the right to quit at any time. If I feel like the usefulness of the account has come out, I'm going to say, hey, I've done what I needed to do on this account. I'm not going to play it anymore, and we'll call it a day. Could be a month from now. It could be a year from now. Like, I don't know what my end game is, but it gives me a lot of content. It's how I got started with this channel, and it brings me back to the roots a little bit. So we are going to start a new account today. I'm going to walk you guys through that process, and I ask again that you guys consider joining me using the link in the description. Okay, everybody, so I'm on my last video that you guys saw come out. This was me pulling shards, so I'm starting this account on May 3rd, just for record for everybody, and we're gonna go ahead and click the link in that video. It's gonna pop up here. What do we want to call it? We'll call this, no, let me think about a name. Hang on one second. All right, we'll go with another free-to-play block. We'll call that the account here. We'll skip on to the next. I'll put my password in. Then it's going to ask me for my email. I've got an email for this. We'll go ahead and put that in and we'll move on. All right, so I put my email in. It starts a download here. We're going to go through the setup process now. It's going to say the application is already installed on my computer, and I'm going to go ahead and launch that. Feel free to use whatever you want out of this. If we don't need it, we don't need it. All right, so now we are here on another free-to-play block, and it's launching the game, and we're going to get into the tutorial. I'm not going to make you guys sit through the tutorial. You guys have seen that plenty of times, and I will catch you on the other side. Okay, so now we're at the selection of the first champion. There's a lot of debate amongst different players about who is the best starter. I've always been a fan of Kale. My first ever starter was actually Elhain, so I've used her, and I've never been a fan of Aethel, mostly because her animations. I know that sounds weird, but it's just, I don't like it. So we're going to go with Kale again, and I know that's kind of typical and standard, but we're also going to have Elenaril as part of our promo code, so that's going to enhance Kale's power by activating the poisons that he's going to be placing. All right, so I just finished the tutorial, and now that we finished it, a lot to talk about, okay? First of all, there's 20 hours left at the time that I made this account that I can actually still get Artor as a champion, and I can also get a relic, a really good one called Wand of Submission. I understand that those of you starting the account 20 hours later than I am are not going to have this option. I apologize. But I decided to make this video today so that I could get him. That's part of this, right? Part of it is calculating and planning and making sure that you're setting yourself up for success. We'll go ahead and collect these boots here. There's a starter pack that we're not going to do. And we get a couple of other things, right? We're going to get some free rewards here. So we got those. And we've got a couple of other things to talk about and discuss. So first, we're going to come into the daily login rewards. We'll collect that. All right. I changed a couple of things, did some avatar stuff, got a few rewards from that. I forgot to unpause and get it on recording, but I got an XP barrel as one of them. So then for Plarium points, we actually get a big bunch of stuff here for Plarium points. I'm sure you guys are like, save the energy, save the energy. I promise you I'm going to go through and try and spend as much of the energy as I can. We'll mark everything as red here. We're just going through the red dots. This is a good time real quick that this might be a lot of like cut in this video. It's going to jump around a lot. We're trying to fit a lot of information into a small window, and I'm going to be pausing a lot, and then you're going to be warping into the next scene. Okay, so I apologize for that. But we got to get through a lot of stuff. Challenges, I summoned a magic champion, so that one's done. Don't need to look at the market, but we need to now talk about all the important things that you need to do when you have your new account. So we're going to go to the inbox, and in the inbox, this was my daily reward. And we start the game with Elenaril, a legendary champion. We get some magic brews, some magic potions, and 300 silver. So already we've got 624k silver. All right, but everything else, I'm just going to get through the red dots here. And we've got 2 days left on this event. I wonder if I have enough time to get this ancient shard. So we're definitely going to level something to 12 today. That's the easiest way to get your 15 points. You can see if I take anything to level 12, regardless of star level, I'll get 15 points, which will get me my daily 15 points. And we can hopefully collect that ancient shard if I do everything. There it is. There's the silver pack. Okay, so we get the silver pack, claim free gift. This is a free gift. I'm going to get 2 million silver right out the gate. Boom, there we go. So far I've gotten Elenaril, I've got Kale, I've got she's part of the tutorial, which is Sniper, and I've now got 2 million silver. In the Call of the Arbiter, this is something that you can do, but feel free to take your time doing this. If you come in here and you watch it, it's going to open up a link. We're going to exit out. That gets you 50k silver. And then you can share the trailer and just copy the link. And now you have an arena free fill and 100 energy. And you can do that for all of these Call of the Arbiter episodes and get varying rewards. Okay. So you want to make sure that you do that. You don't have to do it all at once, because then you're going to have a big stockpile of energy you're going to want to go through. It's okay to save that energy up and use it when you need it. Okay. So the other thing that we're going to do, we're going to come in here and we're going to use a promo code. Now, when I tested this earlier today, this promo code still works, Supreme6. It's very likely that this promo code will no longer be working for you when you go to make your account. I apologize again, as something that is a bit of an advantage for me, but it is the best promo code that you can use at the time that I made this account. So I'm going to use it. Supreme Gelek is a very, very, very good champion, and I would be foolish not to capitalize on that. So, okay, those are all the important red dots. I'm going to pause the video, and I'll catch you guys back up in a second. Okay, guys, so as I was clicking around, we just unlocked the Apprentice Pass, so I wanted to kind of go through that. Arbiter is going to tell us all about it here, but we're going to skip that because I'm going to tell you all about it, and we'll go from there. Okay, so the Apprentice Pass is a really, really good new thing for new accounts where we can collect these rewards. Now, the bottom tier is the Advanced Pass. That costs $14.99. You can't see it. I'm in the way. There you go. $14.99. And that allows you to get all of the bottom rewards as well as Rector Drath. We are not going to do that. This is a free-to-play account. Do I recommend $15 for Rector Drath? Kind of not, to be honest with you. But I mean, I would maybe recommend it for the rewards underneath, but for the most part, this pass just on the top end is going to be worth it and quite valuable to your account. This also kind of guides you in a specific direction because the challenges all have to do with Kale. Upgrade him to 30, upgrade his skills, ascension, artifacts, upgrade to level 40, right? Rank 4, rank 6, upgrade to 60, level 6 of ascension, right? These are going to be ways to get points in, as well as the daily challenges, which will give you the ability to collect all these rewards. You get 2 4-star chickens. That's very good rewards. The gear in here is 5-star lifesteal gear that can be proved useful. In total, you're going to get a lot of really, really good rewards. So you want to make sure that you're doing your daily challenges and you're doing the apprentice challenges when you can to speed up your progress. Why do you want to speed up your progress in here? Well, this blocks other passes that you could be potentially doing. So you want to make sure you get through these so you can do the forge passes and stuff too. I wanted to talk about this real quick. There is an achievement for enabling notifications. It's not currently acknowledging that I enabled them in-game, but what I think it is, according to a quick Google search, is that this is just a little bit of a bug. I think when I re-log in again, this is going to be fixed. But I wanted to bring that up, just mention it to you, and we'll see when I log in another time if it happened. All right, so I got accepted into my clan. We'll do my check-in here, and then change the chat to clan. And there you go. Now we are in my clan, which is going to give us a little bit of a head start, going to give us some other benefits as well. Most notably, if we go to the clan shop, so I have access to a lot of stuff in the clan shop. This is not stuff that you would normally have access to. Epic skill tomes, XP boosts, right? Fragments for these champions. These accessories are going to be very, very good for me. So yes, this is an advantage. I'm not sugarcoating that, right? I'm being completely upfront with you guys. This is an advantage that I'm gaining by joining a well-developed clan. So, I just wanted to point that out to you guys. So briefly, I wanted to talk about Artor and when should I pull him? Is it a good idea to pull him now? So why don't we just take a look overall at the kit as far as early game goes, okay? So why should I pull him right away and why should I wait? Why should I wait is because he's worth 30,000 Clan v Clan points if I wait to pull him just a couple of days. I think that's what I'm going to do. But overall, I think he's going to be really, really good. He's going to heal me, which is great. He's going to give increased attack and strengthen to my whole team as well as turn meter, which is going to really help with Kale. And then he brings a revive also with an ally attack, which can pair very, very well with Kale and might even allow me to get away with a weaker build on Kale, which could be pretty cool. So I'm excited to test that out. Most of all, though, bringing a speed aura in Arena. Now, I don't need that aura yet for Arena, but when I do Arena, that's something that we're going to need, right? I think I'm going to wait because I think I can get away without it for a couple of days, and then I can toss him into Arena the day that I pull him, and he becomes my increased attack and turn meter booster champion, and hopefully we'll have some speed here to put on him by then as well. So we're going to wait on that to get Clan v Clan points because Clan v Clan is just a couple of days away. It's a PR Clan v Clan. I'm not going to hit my clan's minimum, but I know that they're going to put up a ton of points and I'm going to get the best rewards hopefully possible from that event. So yeah, I'm very, very excited for getting the rewards from Clan v Clan. I feel like there isn't that much else to discuss in this particular video because a lot of stuff is locked and not really worth it. Actually, let's talk about really quickly a couple of things. So in the market, my advice is don't unlock these until there is an ancient shard behind them. Now, something I hear all the time from players is I never get ancient shards in my market. It's because there's a cap. There's a monthly limit on ancient shards from the market of 5. So yeah, you're going to get, if you're playing a lot, you're going to get 5 in the first couple of days, and then you're never going to see them again. So it's going to feel like you don't get ancient shards in the shop very often, but it's just the way that the game works. Another thing I wanted to point out is you do get a 2x boosted on Sacreds for 24 hours. And you'll notice I don't currently have the 2x boosted on Ancients. That is currently going on live in the game at the time of this recording. In fact, you can see there's a 10x chance from Ancient Shards for the targeted champion right now, but not the 2x, which is kind of funny. And I think that's mostly just because it's a new account. So the boosted Ancients will probably happen in 24 hours from the time of this recording, which will, I think there'll be a little bit of time left on the clock. So I might even be able to pull some Ancient Shards if I can get my butt in gear and collect a couple of Ancient Shards. Let's talk about shard pulling in general on this account. I am only going to pull shards during 2x events. If I go for a fusion, I'll pull during a summon rush, but I'm not going to YOLO my shards like we did in the free-to-play challenge. Because again, I am trying to teach you guys the right way to play a free-to-play account. And when I say that, just to be clear, these are my guides, my recommendation, how I choose to play a free-to-play account. If you disagree, that's fine. If you don't want to follow something that I say because it's tedious or more time-consuming than the way that you would prefer to play it, that's totally fine. I'm just going to give you my optimal way to start and play a new free-to-play account, and I hope that that'll benefit you if you're struggling or if you start your own account using my link in the description and want to know how to proceed and be the most efficient. So what is going to be on the agenda for me now? I am going to spend as much of my energy as I can, and I am going to power through as many of the Arbiter missions as I can. You really want to keep up with these Arbiter missions and try to go through them as quickly as possible so you can take advantage of the fact that in the dungeons that I can't look at right now, the dungeons will be unlocked. Potion keeps will be unlocked for all affinities for the first week. So I want to make sure that I'm going through getting to those missions and taking advantage of the fact that those potion keeps will be unlocked. Like, Arcane Keep, not so much, but when you come up here and you start seeing Magic Keep and Spirit Keep, well, you don't want to have to sit there and twiddle your thumbs. Is getting Arbiter as important now that I have Artor to start with? It's a good question. Truthfully, not as important. I'll be honest with you guys, but she is a really, really great support. She is better than Artor, so I do want to get her at some point, and I want to make sure that I'm doing it in an optimal way. But there's also really, really good rewards in here. Now, it takes a little while to get to them. I'm looking for an ancient shard at the moment while I'm scrolling. There we go. So this is the first ancient shard, but I feel like I can actually get to that one very, very quickly. My recommendation would be to pay attention and do these quests as they come up, because clearing stage 7 of Sewers of Arnok on normal, if you do this, but you didn't equip a champion with 4 artifacts of level 4 or higher, you're not going to get credit for this yet, right? You'll eventually will once you get there, but if you can do them in order, it can save you time, because you might find a mission that comes up and it's like a tedious thing that you have to go backwards and do at a point when you would rather be moving your account forward instead of going backwards. So I use this as a guide for my early progression on the account, trying to focus and make sure that I'm checking all of those boxes as I go along in the game. So for me, I am going to be progressing in campaign. I'm going to be doing any quests, missions, my daily quests I'm going to be getting done. Probably not doing all of my weeklies, but trying to get some of these done, and just trying to use all of the things as a guide. Challenges as a guide, missions as a guide, and the apprentice pass as a guide of what I want to do and when I want to do it. We're going to call that a video. Again, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content. Please consider subscribing, and please consider joining me and making an account with the link in the description, because it will help me, and you guys can ask me questions. Hey, I started this account. I saw your video. What do I do in this situation? And then I can show you on my account now what you do in that situation. All right, guys. Thank you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.